John, thanks for joining us for the usual midweek interview. Final reflections on the positives of the Livingston trip?
Well, as I said on Saturday, I think the game plan worked, barring up to 77 minutes. And it was unfortunate we lost our concentration after that, but the positives were that we went there and frustrated a team who was sitting fifth in the top league in Scotland. I thought in possession we were very good. We didn't create an awful lot, but the game plan obviously wasn't not to create an awful lot, but it was there to frustrate the opposition, make it difficult for them to break us down, and try to either get through or bring them back here to win the game here. Unfortunately, the game all changed on the handball, the penalty kick, and the resulting from that was just kind of getting caught up in the moment, and then losing our concentration. So I thought the style that we played, the passing that we played, I think the midfield was excellent, the work rate that they went through, and that made it a little bit more comfortable for the guys at the back behind them who had to cover the space. We denied a lot of space in behind, so I think the tactics on the day were right to play against a team like Livingston who are actually happy with you having the ball, and they try and press you and win the ball back off of you higher up the pitch. So I thought that worked very, very well. So I think we showed that in possession we're a good team, and I think at times it was difficult to get the ball off us. Livingston found that hard.
Another goal for John on Saturday, 2 in the bounce. He seems to be kind of finding his groove and his kind of niche within the team again. Great finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great finish. It wasn't easy by any manner of means, coming over the header for Tony for the edge of the box, is coming over bodies and not really sure where it's going to go, and not sure if he knew where even the goalkeeper was, but he's managed to hook it and get it in the corner. And as you say, it's 2 and 2 for him, so hopefully it's more to come from him. Hopefully there's more goals to come, and we'll certainly do with him on Saturday.
Absolutely. Speaking just before the kind of Thursday training session, how's training been this week? How are the squad looking?
Yeah, no, everything's been fine. The guys were tired after Saturday, so you guys normally do a recovery on the Monday, which is a lighter session. So that's fine. The guys on the bench were on the bench, didn't get on, they do a bit more. And then Tuesday we all trained together. So yeah, we went over the game with the video as we always do prior to training. Looked at the positives of how well we played, and then out on the pitch where again the tempo was very, very good, and the quality was good. So as you say, we're on going to training in just a few minutes now, so everything's set up for tonight with a view to the game on Saturday. So we'll have a similar squad to last week. I don't think we're getting anyone back from the guys who were out, but we're really just down to Brad and Dan. I don't see us getting them back, so I think it's a similar squad to last week's squad.
Some additions though in terms of Jack coming back and Mickey Miller involved in putting a good performance as we would expect from him. Yeah,
very much so. It was one of those ones, we want to get Mickey back involved, and we knew there was going to be a lot of balls launched into our box, whether it would be from throw-ins, corners, free kicks, anything like that. And he's got a bit bigger presence on him. He's good in the air, Mikey. So these were reasons why. But at some point in time, you have to go in and try and get match fitness. And I thought, we're as well putting him in and trying to get him up to speed with it. In a cup tie, so that the league is definitely a priority. But Mikey did brilliantly to get through the whole game. First time in about 9 or 10 weeks or so. So it was good for that point of view. Of course, getting Jack back on the bench as he was a bit 4-4 type thing. So it was good to get numbers back. Filling the bench and everyone really vying for it to get out in the starting 11 and keep pressure on each other and pushing each other, trying to win the football match.
Montrose on Saturday, they've won 4 out of 5, just a point off the playoff position. We know what kind of game we'll expect from them, but in terms of players to keep an eye out for, what do you make of them?
No, I mean, you've got to give them a massive credit, because they're only in their second year up from League 2, and I think Stuart Petrie and Ross Campbell have done a magnificent job there, absolutely brilliant job to be pushing in that record. There's only really Falkirk and ourselves have beaten them in a considerable amount of time if you go back a little bit further. So that says a hell of a lot for them. They do what they do, it's working for them, obviously. They've got good players in attack with Webster, Rennie, Lions. They're, you know, obviously we know about Lewis Millen, who was here, Paul Watson, the lad Mason. We've got a lad on loan from Partick Thistle, Nyan, who makes them very, very strong in midfield. Sean Dillon marshals them at the back. The boy Steves gets down the left hand side very well. He scored a late winner against Forfar just at the turn of the year there. So we know everything about them. But we're at home. I thought the fans were magnificent at Livingston, and if we can get that same kind of support and noise and try to create an atmosphere here on Saturday to give the boys an absolute lift and try and get, you know, everyone right behind us. You know, there's now 15 games to go, 15 cup ties, and it's all to play for.
You were telling me as we were walking up the side of the pitch that I think I'm about the 400th person to ask you today who you'll be signing, when they'll be coming in, what the loan deals are, who you've been phoning. Is it fair to say that when there's news we'll be the first to know?
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very frustrating, and my head's in a spin because, you know, it's like buses. You're kind of like, I probably tried to get about 6 positive, you know, strikers. That's not to say the other ones that have been put towards me that are like sometimes a little bit, you know, feel left field and they're not going to do, but you know, which comes into like the matter of like 20s and 30s. So your head's in a spin. We've got 2 lads on trial right now. We have a loan deal lined up, and obviously there's something, you know, came out of left field today. So there's, you know, so your head's absolutely spinning as to how to, you know, to get it right, you know, to get it spot on. And so it's not easy by any manner of means, you know. So we're certainly trying, and I don't think anything's going to. It's not imminent, but I think obviously in the next few days I'm hoping to get things sorted out.
Meantime, we're back here on Saturday, so good luck in the first of those 15 cup finals.
Thank you.
Okay, John.